Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast, and you're listening to the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. And once again, Happy New Year's. I hope everyone New Year is kicking off good. For those who have New Year's resolutions, I hope you guys are following through with those plans. But I want to come on today to talk about, so I was supposed to go to DC this weekend. And Thursday night, I got an email from JetBlue like, yo, your flight is canceled. And I'm looking like, yo, flight canceled. Anyway, I'm not taking it too much to the head, because I'm thinking, we could work something out. They're saying they're going to follow up with updates on flights that we could possibly take out. Now, it's a group trip. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of us going. Everybody bought their tickets separate. You know what I'm saying? So some people was flying on other airlines, and the bulk of us was flying on JetBlue. Like 4 of us had the same JetBlue flight. So the whole night we talking, trying to come up with another plan, trying to see what JetBlue's talking about, see if we can get on a different flight, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we didn't end up getting on another flight. But what I didn't understand was only that particular flight was canceled. JetBlue flights, all of their flights coming in and out was good. Like, only that particular flight. And I'm like, yo, why did the flight cancel? Just that one flight. I couldn't understand it. Anyway, some people ended up going to DC and getting to enjoy the trip. Some people went on their own little trip, went out of town for the weekend. And myself, I stayed back. I stayed home. I didn't go anywhere. And I just took some time to kind of reflect on what happened. It's not a big deal, but I feel like it's the beginning of the year, first trip of the year. I was super excited about going to DC. Everybody kind of had their reservations because it was cold. And even though I'm from Jersey, I've been gone from Jersey for 12 years. So I'm not about that winter life no more. Not about them lives. So, I'm just everybody just preparing mentally for the cold. And it's a big deal to me because I just can't understand, why only that flight canceled. So I took some time this weekend and I just reflected on reasons why this flight canceled and I was not able to go on the trip at all. Everything happens for a reason. I would never know. Maybe right now at this moment, I don't know what that reason is. I don't know if future-wise, something will come up that will put it into perspective. But as of right now, I'm just feeling it just wasn't meant for me to go on that trip for whatever reason. And it didn't go down. Because, personally, this is a first. I've never planned a trip, had tickets bought, prepared to go, and something like this happened where I'm not able to go. I'm sure there could have been other things that could have been done. I could have bought another ticket and, waited to get reimbursed and stuff like that. But I just I'm not to purchase another ticket because we got the tickets on a low. So if I would have purchased a one-way ticket to DC, I was going to be paying more for my round trip for one way. It just ain't make no sense to me. So I just let it go. My friend bought me a planner for Christmas. And it's one of those in-depth planners. You write down your goals, your expectations, things that you're looking forward to. It was one of those in-depth planners. So I just took the time to go through and kind of get that planner, start working in it, because it's like, it's real detail and it's a lot of work. You have to go in and they got questions, you know, what are your future plans, what things that you're looking forward to, and what are some good characteristic traits about yourself. It's like a whole list of stuff, but it's like a wonderful planner. So I was super excited about that. I went ahead and started working on my planner. Started writing down some goals, some future plans that I want to do for life plans, not just 2018, life plans, life goals. So I was able to kind of like reflect on those things. Think about some stuff that I want to do. Another awesome thing that happened, my gift to myself, I did some photography work for my best friend for her dance company last May in New York. And it was one particular picture. I mean, I took some awesome pictures, but it was one particular picture that I was like crazy about. So for my Christmas gift to myself, I had it printed out on a canvas, and it is hung beautifully above my bed. I absolutely love it, and it goes perfectly with the theme of my room. So it's just like, oh, I love it so much. But yeah, I just went in and I worked on my planner, brainstormed on some stuff that I want to do, and just, I don't know, like, kind of like just get my thoughts together. I have so much stuff that's going on, like, personally, that I need to sort through. Like, my mind is not clear about it, and I need to just get to a place where I'm no longer thinking about everybody else's feelings when I make decisions. I'm thinking about myself. Like, how is this going to benefit me? Or how will this work for me? You know? And so I'm trying to get to that place where I'm like pushing everyone else's feelings aside and focusing on my feelings. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of things I need to sort through. So right now I'm just taking the time, you know, not being able to go on a trip, that kind of gave me some free time to kind of like focus on that, like some things that I need to get done. And just some plans that I want to do for the podcast. As I mentioned a few episodes ago, I'm thinking about doing a co-host. So that's still a possible may happen. So look out for that. I got some feedback from people saying, yeah, they think a co-host will be a good idea. So I got some yeses on the co-host idea. So I might push through on that idea. So keep a lookout for that. I will announce it before I start that journey with the co-host, if that's what I decide to do. So that's some other things that I was thinking about, trying to plot and plan and brainstorm some ideas for the podcast. You know, some things that I have upcoming, people that I want in as guests. So I was able to kind of like reflect on that too. But yeah, back to the trip, you know, like I was disappointed, but I wasn't disappointed. I took it better than I thought I would. I wasn't as upset. You know, like, dang, the trip, you know, I don't know. I kind of more took it as everything happened for a reason type thing. Like, it wasn't meant for me to go on that trip. Again, like I said, for what reason, I don't know if I would ever find out. But it just wasn't meant. Like, because how ironic that the one plane canceled, like the one flight. And, you know, I thought to myself, like, maybe because our flight was leaving out like at 8 in the morning. So I'm thinking maybe it's the first flight, because this weekend up north, it was like a lot of snow, blizzard, snowstorm. So it was like the real bad weather. So I'm saying, since our flight so early, and it might be the first flight, and that's why they canceled it. But when I went and looked and did some research, it was like, nah. There was a flight leaving out earlier than that. It was like a 6 a.m. flight. So it was crazy to me. But like I said, I'm not going to focus on that too much. And I have other trips coming up. Supposed to take the cruise. I believe we're going to Mexico in February. So I'm looking forward to that. I am going to replan the DC trip though, because I really want to go to DC. Like, I was super stoked about going to the African American Museum, and just being somewhere other than home, exploring and experiencing new things. So just the excitement of all that, the shopping for it, like, I'm in Florida, so we had to get winter gear. So just trying to shop and get our winter gear together, it was kind of exciting, preparing for the trip. So the fact that it happened, it was a little bit disappointing. Shout out to the people that were able to make it, like their flights didn't cancel. It seemed like they had mad fun, and they were able to experience, even though some of us didn't. Shout out to my friend Trell, her and her bae. They went to Atlanta. They spent the weekend out there, and just was able to just get away from the weekend. That was a good idea. I probably should have did that too, like just went away, but I feel like it was a better idea that I did get to spend some time alone with my thoughts and just kind of sort through some stuff that I want to accomplish. So, I won't chop it up as a total loss. So this year so far, we in day 7 of January. And I don't know, I had said I was going to do like a phone, kind of like a phone cleanse. Not a phone cleanse. I did my phone cleanse. Like a phone, like not touch my phone unless I get a text or a call. Because like I said previously, like I got a bad habit. Like I'll be in my phone and I'll be like just browsing. And I want to get away from that. So it's very hard going into that lifestyle change. I've noticed that I have not made any real progression to not touching the phone unless it rings or I get a text. So I'm going to work harder on that. I'm going to have to work harder on trying to stay away from texting and touching the phone and browsing the internet, social media, and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with doing it, but I feel like it could be a little bit excessive. So I want to branch away from kind of doing it as much, So I haven't put a real dent in that plan yet. Like I'm still like excessively touching the phone. So I want to really focus more on doing that. As far as like my clothes, I still haven't figured out the style I'm going for completely. My friend Allison, she's doing like a capsule wardrobe. I think that she call it. It's black, white, and cream color. She's doing that for a year. I'm not gonna front, guys. She put up some pictures. She went to DC too. Not with my group of friends. She went with with her group, with some friends of hers the weekend before we were going. And I'm not gonna front, that black and white wardrobe looked kind of dope. I'm kind of inspired. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go that route, but I'm inspired. That black and white is the truth, and she has style. So when she put things together, it's kind of like super classy. So I'm really feeling that capsule wardrobe, like that black and white theme. I do have a lot of black clothes, so I probably could get away with it. But I don't know if that's where I want to go, because it's like no color for a year, just black and white for an entire year. Like, I will struggle with that, especially in the summer. Being here in Florida in the summer is about those colors and, the vibrantness of, the different patterns and stuff like that. I mean, people do it, but I don't know. For me, I think summertime I want to kind of like bust out, these colors, but I just need to come up with a theme. I'm gonna go on Pinterest, and I'm gonna start looking on Pinterest on some ideas of different, I don't know, like wardrobe themes, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that. What else? I mean, the block numbers, I mean, they're still blocked. So there's nothing blocked and deleted, so I can't do nothing about that. But so far, this year, I would definitely say it's start off good. Like I said, the trip kind of like put me in a compromising place. I really had to sort through those feelings and emotions of not going on that trip, but I wasn't as down or sad about it as I probably would have been when I was in a different place in my life. I actually took it pretty well. And even though I didn't go on the trip, one of my friends that went on the trip, we talked a bit often, so I was able to get like a good idea of what we would have been doing and, how it would have been. So that was good to kind of know, like, okay, well, this was popping and, this and this. Still, like I said, I'm going to go for the DC trip. I want to do it. I think I want to do it when it's a little warmer. My friend Jason was telling me in the summer, it's dumb hot. And as we already know, in the winter, it's dumb cold. So I think if I'm going to go for the DC, I think I'm going to try to go in the spring where it's not too hot, not too cold, kind of like perfect. You could get to walk around and explore the city and just have a good time. So I think I'm going to probably shoot more for a springtime to hit up DC. But yeah, I mean, pretty much that's it. I want to get back into my photography. I have a Nikon D3200. I'm getting inspired. As I stated, I got one of my prints put on a canvas, and I love it. Like it has my spirits worked up about getting my camera back out. But I'm starting to understand exactly what kind of photography I want to do, because when I did the photography for my best friend for her dance company, it was a lot of movement, a lot of feelings, a lot of personality and character in the movements, and I think I like that. So if I'm going to do and play around with the photography, I want to do movement. I dance. Like, I like that whole feeling. Like, I just felt so alive when I was shooting the girls. Prior to doing that shoot, I used to do, like, nature shots. I did a few, like, my cousin. I did, like, her daughter's first birthday. I did some photography for them, which was cool. But I felt the most alive when I did that shoot with the dancers. Like, I felt it. Like, I was vibing with them through the lens. So I feel like if I'm gonna bring the camera back out, I want to do more movement. So I want to connect with people that do dance or body, anything to do with movement, and see if I can start playing around with it and seeing how I feel. So if anyone that's listening that's in the Central Florida area that wants to kind of like be shot and don't mind, playing around with movement and me taking some pictures, let me know. Hit me up on the traveling pants of a single mom at gmail.com, because I want to look for some candidates so I can play around with that vibe and see how I really like it. Because, with photography, there's so many angles and so many ways you can go with it. But I'm telling you, I felt that aliveness when I was shooting these girls, man. It was just like, yes, that vibe. And I was in New York, and just the vibe of being in the city, so that was even that added to the excitement. But yeah, so I want to bring my camera back out and start doing some shoots, and even of myself, like having someone take some photography of me. I want to play around with photography a little bit, not nothing too serious, like I'm about to take it to too serious, but, just to have fun with it, to see, especially now that I'm getting more comfortable in my own skin. I want to play around with, being photographed, So that's some stuff and that I want to tap into or expand on. And I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I just want life from here on. I mean, nothing is perfect in life, and I can't want to have like a perfect, happy life, but I just want to have smoothness going on, and I just want to continue to tap into finding my own voice, and being alive with it, and being fearless and not caring what other people think, and doing what makes me happy, vibing with myself, vibing with awesome people, traveling. This year I want to go. I don't care if it's in state, out of state. I don't care. Like, I just want to do different things, be more adventurous, get out there and experience life in its totality. So those are some of the things that I have up my sleeve. I was supposed to have a guest this week. My sister Jessica was supposed to be my guest, but things didn't work out with technology. Man, I really need to get like a laptop or a MacBook or something, preferably a MacBook. If anybody wants to cop me a MacBook, just let me know. Like, I won't say no. But I need, to get some better equipment so that, some ideas that I want to expand on, I can. I feel a little restricted. We played around with different things this weekend trying to make it happen, because she lives in Cali. So we played around with different things to try to make it happen. But it didn't. But we're still going to work on it. We're still going to work on it to see if we can have that episode happen. Because I was real excited to kind of like talk with her, get some of her ideas. And, she's a fashion designer. How did that journey happen for her? So I really, 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 really want her to come in and give us some feedback and some vibes of being a fashion designer and people she's worked for and worked with, because she has done some stuff for up and coming celebrities and people that may be big. But yeah, I really, really, really wanted to have that episode with her. But I'm going to go ahead and close. I just want to touch base. I'm trying to be as super consistent as I can. I didn't want the fact that it didn't work out with her, that I didn't record at all. I want to be super consistent. It's so hard. Some weeks you get so thrown, especially with this trip canceling. With the upcoming trip, I was so focused on getting prepared for the trip. And then when the trip canceled, that had my mind in a different place as well. So it was kind of hard this week. This was one of the hardest weeks with me getting my recording done, because there was so much going on. But I was like, you know what? I have to get it done. I can't not put out content. I started something, and I am really, really, really trying to stay consistent and focus on what I'm trying to get done. So in the planner that my best friend bought me for Christmas, it was words of wisdom, and I wanted to close with these words. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits becomes your values. Keep your values positive because your values becomes your destiny. Yes to that. So once again, Happy New Year's, guys. Thanks so much for listening. I do appreciate everyone that tune in every week. Please, thank you. It's important for you guys to like and share and subscribe and just pass the word on, like I'm excited how well the podcast is thriving. So please, and thank you for all the support. If you have any ideas or questions and concerns, again, you can hit me up on the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom at gmail.com or on Instagram, the Traveling Pants of a Single Mom. Thanks so much for listening. Happy New Year's.